Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Marvel Monday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Spider-Man retro-carded Ben Reilly Spider-Man. Thank you for watching this video, or any of my other videos that you may have run across, which I hope is all of them. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, and help the channel out further, or both. That's cool too. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. And with all that said, let's get into it. To start things off, as we normally do here on Digital Caveman Presents, let's take a look at the packaging. And, you know, it's pretty much what we've come to expect on the retro cards. Especially with Spider-Man. This line's been going 2 years now. I think 2 years. Marvel Comics 4 and Up, Spider-Man and Spider-Man. Don't forget Spider-Man. And then here's a nice billboard of Ben Reilly Spider-Man, and it says Web Shooters right there. Nice big blister showcasing the figure and his accessories, and you know, it's the billboard, the light shine on it. Warning! Don't stick things in your pie hole that don't belong there. And then on this side we have assortment number and Hasbro print. On the bottom, nothing really. Top, side, nothing really, because it's a blister card, and it's a blister on a card. And then here we have Marvel Spider-Man, and Spider-Man, Ben Reilly Spider-Man. And there's a nice illustration showing that you can change his hands out. After years of self-imposed exile, Spider-Man is back. Now calling himself Ben Reilly and sporting a brand new costume and web shooters, the wall crawler returns to fight crime. And then there it is in some other languages. Also look for the cross sale, Spider Armor Mark 1, Hammerhead, Black Suit Spider-Man, Hobgoblin, and Marvel Shocker, each sold separately, subject to availability. And colors may vary. Attention! Don't stick things in your French pie hole. Achtung! Don't stick things in your other language pie holes. Stuff that doesn't belong there. Small print, fine print, legalese print, made in China print, symbols I'm not going to learn, and a barcode! And recycled stuff, and some Hasbro print. And that, my friends, does it for a look at the packaging. Now it's time to take a look at the figure and his accessories. And let's start off with the accessories, and he comes with, and I'm dropping stuff. He comes with a pair of fists. One left and one right. And he also comes with a set of splayed hands or wall crawling fingers. Oh no, it stuck to me. So, very nice looking. They even painted it and drew the web lines where it needed on both sets of hands. And then he comes, of course, with web shooter hands. So that's pretty cool. Taking just an overall look of it, I think this is a very accurate depiction of the Ben Reilly suit. Boy, those were some confusing times for Peter Parker and for me, trying to keep all that straight. But nice web designs, nice big spider there, and the web shooters on the outside of the costume rather than inside. So that was a neat thing I always thought about this costume. And it looks like there are separate pieces, so if the hands come off, these web shooters would probably slip off too. So if for some reason you didn't like them on there, let's take a look and see if they do. They do not. They are separate pieces, but apparently they're glued. So you can't remove those. Awesome. Now let's take a look at his articulation. Wow, he can look up that high. And I'm assuming I don't have the retro Spider-Man. For some reason I missed it. So, but I'm assuming this is the same body. You can look up that high, although it makes kind of an odd looking there at the neck. He can look down that far. He can chicken neck. He got all kinds of waggle going on there. It's a dumbbell joint with a ball at the top and the head, and then a ball down here at the bottom, it looks like. And of course, he can do the full Exorcist. At the shoulders, we have a butterfly hinge. Goes back that far. And it goes forward that far. He does have a 360 degree rotation at the shoulder, and it's on a soft ratchet that's kind of tight, at least on my copy. Now if you work with it a little bit, you can get that much up out of the shoulder. So that's pretty cool. Cut here at the upper bicep for another 360 degrees of rotation. Double hinged pinned elbow. Gives you that much range of motion. And at the wrist, a 360 degree rotation on an in and out hinge. Or it could be an up and down hinge. The whip. Okay, and where the chest meets the torso, there is a cut right here, and it gives us all kinds of hoopy action going on there, and a 360 degree rotation if you need it. And you do, because he does not have a cut here at the waist. But between his ab crunch joint and the cut there, he will crunch forward that far, and he will crunch backwards that far. That is impressive. For the legs, he kicks forward that far, and it comes out a little bit, but not too bad. And for back, that much if you come out a little bit. The butt kind of gets in the way, as normal with Marvel Legends. Cut here at the upper thigh for another 360 degrees of rotation. Double hinged pinned knee. And it gives you that much range of motion, so that is pretty darn good. At the upper shin, there's a boot cut, I guess you could call it, or a shin cut. And that gives you a 360 degree rotation. I'm sorry, lost my train of thought there for a moment. Ankle goes down that far, goes up that far, and has a forward, doggone it, forward facing pin for rocker. So lots and lots of great articulation on this body. Alright, there we go. A look at the figure and his accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review: comparisons. And to start things off, I don't have the retro Spider-Man, so we will start things off with Pizza Spider-Man. And as you can see, this is a more classic built Spider-Man, in my opinion. It reminds me a lot of Buscema's art. Next we have Symbiote Spider-Man from this retro wave. And Spider Armor Mark 1, also from this retro wave. And Retro Shocker. Retro Hobgoblin. And Retro Hammerhead. And for our final Marvel Legends comparison, here we have Stan the Man Lee making his cameo appearance. And how does he compare up with other lines? Let's take a look. From G.I. Joe Classified series, we have the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander. From Star Wars The Black series, we have the Archive Edition 501st Clone Trooper. And for a 7-inch comparison, we have McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse 3 Jokers, the Joker, the Clown. And that, my friends, completes our look at comparisons. For final thoughts on the Marvel Legends series Spider-Man Retro Carded Ben Reilly Spider-Man, this was not my favorite storyline for Spider-Man, the Clone Saga. I know that might be an unpopular opinion, but that's my opinion, and your mileage, of course, may vary. But you know, it's a cool costume. It's on a really good mold. I don't see where, without fudging the the appearance of the figure up, they could have packed much more articulation into this guy. Maybe some toes, a toe hinge here. Really and truly, that would do it. Doesn't really need anything in the hands because of the alternate hands that it comes with. So it's pretty good on its own. The deco and everything on it is pretty clean, and it's a good representation of the figure. I mean, of the character. And you know, there's ways you can go wrong with Spider-Man, and they seem to have gotten it all right on this one. At least in my opinion. Again, that's my opinion, and your mileage may vary. You may hate this Spider-Man body, but that's your opinion, and I respect that. Don't agree with it, but I respect it. Well, that's it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, or just to help the channel out further, or both. That would be great also. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.